Libra. Excuse me, I'm dealing with some allergies this morning. I was going to wait to do this video just because I've been so wiped out. I've been doing a lot of extra working, odd jobs and stuff. I did want to say that the paid readings that I have been doing lately, I have been doing them basically live almost, because I've been calling the person, or the person's been calling me. And then we have been staying on the phone. I've been pulling cards, and we've been conversating through the whole thing, or conversing, conversing. And then at the end, I've been sending a picture of the cards. And you know what? That really worked out really good, because I was able to pick up on the person's energy directly. And so extra stuff was able to come in, and then, they were able to kind of add to and elaborate, and then I was able to give even more detail. So it was really, really nice. So if that's something you would like to do, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, $40 is what I'm looking at right now. And you can pay through Cash App or PayPal. And this is just like an intro price. It may go up, as I see how much energy I'm really expending. And also, if you would like to make an energy donation to my channel, once again, you can do that through the Cash App and the PayPal information that I put in the description of the video. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we have the Ten of Pentacles, and it's all about luck. But the first thing that I got when I saw this card was that basically you have been really giving away your power, because you feel like whatever's happening in your life is just up for luck or chance, and you're not really focused right now on your part that you play in it, your energy that you are focused on. So if something shitty has shown up in your life, it's like you feel like, you don't have any control over the situation. Now, understand, control is an illusion, and that's probably not the right word, because we don't have control. But you do have a choice. You have a choice of what you want to manifest, what you want to create, by what you focus your intentions on. And then the universe is who has the control, who brings it to you. So that's how we co-create. We co-create by setting our intention for what we want, and then we align to it energetically. And we do this by focusing our attention on what we want. Now, sometimes I know I have left it up to chance, so to speak, because I surrendered everything to the universe, and I said, you know what, I want divine selection in all areas of my life, whatever's the highest possible outcome. Now, this will teach you faith, because I've had all kinds of shit I've been losing right and left. And it's very, it was very scary to me at first. I was like, whoa, I take it back. I want what I want. I want what I have now. Let's just keep this, because it really kind of freaked me out at first. But it involves a deeper layer of faith in the universe, that the universe always has your back, and that your own soul, which is part of the universe, knows best. It's like that show, Father Knows Best. Your soul knows best. Because to clarify that card, we have the Rain card, Purification. So basically what I'm getting with this is that whatever is not for you right now is being stripped away. And this happens as we align more to our soul energy. So basically, whatever we thought we were, maybe you thought that, and I have given the analogy before about being in a relationship, and I used to be a codependent chameleon. I used to take on the beliefs and interests and the hobbies of whoever I was with. And so I didn't even know what I believed for a long time, because I was always shape-shifting. And once I started really ascending and traveling on the spiritual path that I'm on, I started learning who I really am as a soul. And that is when we wake up to any of our spiritual gifts, because we all incarnate here with soul amnesia. And as we start waking up to it, we start realizing more and more what really truly resonates. And the other message that came through with this is that whole alchemy concept of purification and returning to pure source energy, which is love. We have the Knight of Swords, the drama card. And what I'm getting with this is that your ego, see, your ego does not want you to be happy. Basically, the ego is the devil. There are no outside forces influencing you to do anything. Your ego is the devil. It does not want you to be happy. It wants to wreak havoc on your life. And by your mental space, which is this swords energy, you are aligning to drama. And how are you aligning to drama? You are creating it. You are seeing it. You are seeing blocks. You're seeing problems. You're seeing anything to be anxious or stressful about. People betraying you, people being disloyal. But at the same time, there are no mistakes on this journey, so do look at the lessons and everything, because even if it's something that is dramatic like this that you've created, and I'm sensing, maybe some family drama or drama with your romantic partner. Sorry. Maybe drama on your job. And as you really look at it, look at the mirror that these people are holding up for you, because they're showing you something. And I know I have, for like the past 5 weeks, feel like I have been being initiated. Every week I'm facing a brand new fear. Something comes up and I have to face it. And so, I realized I had fears I didn't even know I had. Like, I was scared of the dark and didn't even know it. Things like that, and that we take on from childhood. And out of these fears, our ego attracts these different types of situations to show us what we need to work on. So it's like, the way I like to describe it is the universe uses everything. There is no waste. So even if your ego attracts a situation like this, the universe, or your soul is part of the universe, so they're one and the same, is going to find a way to use it to make it into something that you need. That's the reason why there are no mistakes. There are no mistakes as long as you're learning from them. It's beautiful. We have this knowledge book, and every time I get this book, I always think about the Book of Souls. And the Book of Souls, or the Akashic Records, is the knowledge, the blueprint, the ancient DNA of everything that you have been as a soul. Every last situation. And, I tend to look at, I unjoined all my spiritual groups, all but like maybe 2 of them, just because there was so much bullshit floating around. And I prefer to get my information straight from source, and then I share it with people. And people either resonate with it or they don't. They either accept it or they reject it. But, my message isn't for everybody, but I just want to share what I've learned, because someone might learn something as well from it. But this one group that I'm in, it's a past lives group. And I've spent so much time trying to kind of correct people, because I know when I first started learning about my past lives, I wanted to fit them together chronologically. Okay, well, how can this be? How could I have been this and this when the time overlaps? Well, the reason why is because time doesn't exist. There's only energy, and these timelines are all happening at the same time. and you merely align to them by where you are energetically vibrating at that particular time. So what I have come to realize with past lives, and I did take a past life regression journey, which I was able to learn about 4 past lives. I think I'm up to like maybe 15 now, and they come to you in different ways. Dreams. I know music has triggered a couple of mine. Repeating any type of synchronicities or signs that are repeating, and I have told this story probably in every video I've made over the past week, but it's so crazy. There's this famous person, because I had one famous past life, and there was this famous person, and I really wasn't even too focused on this famous person. I can understand if I was, and I was just Googling them all the time and stuff, but I wasn't even thinking about them. And people were sending me just random information about this person, or they would say, this is really weird. Every time I get in my news feed on Facebook, your post or your picture and their stuff comes up at the same time. Isn't that weird? And at first I thought, yeah, that's kind of weird, but I didn't put too much emphasis on it. Well, then in like all my social media accounts, every time I turn around, stuff would pop up about this person, and it would be like biographical information, like their childhood, or it was like really weird stuff. And so then I was able to really see the parallels. And if you read my blog, I write about it. I write about a lot of my different past lives, so do check that out. The link is in my channel description at the top, so definitely do check that out as a blogger. Oh, but what I was saying was, with this, I lost my point altogether. I feel like you have information coming to you about your past lives, and maybe you're missing it. And, maybe it's just so simple and so basic that you're missing it. So really pay attention to it and just start jotting stuff down, and it'll come to you. All right, we have the Moon card, the illusion. And basically what I'm getting with this is that you're too focused on the physical realm right now. The physical realm are the illusions. These are what you are creating in your mind, and the mind is the matrix. Imagine that your mind is this control center, this computer control center. And there's, files and stacks of like different discs or CDs or CD-ROMs or whatever you want to call them. Each one is a different experience. And your soul is in the 5th dimension with your soul family orchestrating all this. Oh, well, what do we want to experience next? Oh, well, they did, show some fear of commitment or fear of rejection. You know what? Let's give them a demo so that they can see exactly what that's about. And then you have that experience. But we as humans, we like to label everything. We want to know everything. We want a description for everything. Why can't it just be? Why do we have to judge everything? Because actually when you're judging everything, you are very focused on duality. Duality is opposites. Duality is there's up, there's down, there's good, there's bad. We're going to label things and we're going to put it in a box. There's only oneness. There's only wholeness. There is no separation. So practice the state of being and acceptance and non-resistance for what is happening in your physical realm right now, because you are responsible for it. It's not luck. It's not chance. We have the storm warning card. And this, remember I said those CDs, that are being popped in to show you things? Well, they're more like tests and initiations. And like I said, your soul signed you up for this. So something's coming, but when it comes up, see past the illusion. See it for what it is. See it as an opportunity for soul expansion or growth. I'm so sorry. My allergies are so bad today. Angel of the Ocean healing. And I have a different take on healing. For one thing, you are not broken. You're whole and complete on your own. And if these are just demos that you're having, what do you need healed from? You don't. What you need to do is to have the proper perspective and gratitude for everything that you've been through, for look at how it has helped you to grow and how to learn and learn. And it's getting you closer to where you want to be at. But once again, like I said, humans want to judge things. Oh, you know, I was abused as a child. Well, I'm not taking away from that, but once again, that was a demo that your soul signed up for. What did it teach you? What did you learn from it? You're not broken. There's nothing to fix. You're already whole and complete. You just have to realize that. And we have the Angel of Love. And you are, the message that I'm getting with this card is you are being divinely guided and supported every step of the way. You've always have been. The universe has always had your back. And the universe is composed of your angels, your spirit guides, your own soul. So there's a certain element of loneliness that I'm sensing. That you do feel lonely, and that's the reason you've been really searching for something outside of yourself, because you feel like you're all alone and that you need something or somebody else. But once again, you're whole and complete on your own. And once you realize that you don't need anything, and needing nothing attracts everything, that is the magical energy to be in. We got the creativity, the Page of Wands. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Don't leave your destiny, your reality, your existence up for chance. This is not empowering. Take back your power from everybody you have given your power away to. Whenever you have blamed somebody else for your reality, take back that power. Now, I realized I had talked about child abuse a few minutes ago, and I realized children are pretty powerless. I had to correct myself the other day, because the other day I was thinking, I've had to clear a lot of the bullshit. Remember I said that I have left a lot of these spiritual groups because there's so much bullshit floating around? Well, every now and then I'll still say something, and it's something that I've heard somewhere that's not true. So I was thinking about my childhood and everything that I went through and how difficult it was, and I thought, you know what? Old souls, they choose the hardest existences. I had heard that, and so I started saying it. And I had to really question that, because if time doesn't exist, how does age exist? How can someone be old when there's no age? I mean, when there's no time, so to speak. So I thought, well, you know, with these timelines all happening at one time, the only way that I could really rationalize it was that I know that I've had many experiences that it's just a drop in the bucket, the ones that I know about. I have had many, many experiences, so I could say that I'm an experienced soul, not an old soul. And once again, old is part of duality, because what's on the other side of old? Young. And there is no separation, there's only oneness. So I had to really watch my language, and so that message is coming up for you too. Watch your language, things that you're saying, things that you're aligning to. And do question things that you believe to be true, and make your new list of things that you believe to be true, because this is how you create. Start by saying positive affirmations every day, and this will keep you from aligning to your fears of what you've been doing over here. That helped me shift profoundly, making my list of things I knew to be true. Every time something would show up, be like, nope, don't believe it. It's just an illusion, because I know what I believe to be true. Go far to go far. Exaggerate the subtle. Share the unseen. Only an outsider sees inward. I believe this has to do with those past lives. For one thing, most of us are otherworldly. We come from other planets. And as we really start tapping in and paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities, what I was talking about earlier down here, we will see that. We will see that there is more to us than meets the eye. That is how you exaggerate things. There is more than meets the eye. It's a play on words. Then there is only an outsider sees inward. This is an inner journey. This has nothing to do with the physical realm whatsoever. This has to do with feeling and not thinking. If you cannot stay in a positive state of mind, at least stay neutral. Feel what you feel. Whenever something comes up, feel it. Honor it. Try to stay more in your feelings than in your thoughts, because your feelings, you can feel them all day long. And that is not how we manifest. We manifest with our minds. A lot of times we're scared to feel our feelings because we think, oh man, we're just going to throw everything off with the law of attraction. We're just going to fuck it up. And we're in lower energies now, Lord. Now we're all messed up. But there is no messing up. And the very fact that you're worried that you're going to mess something up, once again, is a fear that reflects on you. You can't mess anything up. The universe does not waste anything. So feel either positive thoughts or neutral thoughts. But understand, if you are in a place of neutral thoughts, at least be in a place of deep faith, knowing that the universe is going to bring to you what you what you need at that time. Death and transformation. This to me goes along with this burning tower card down here, because we have the tower card too. And so I feel very strongly that all of those things that you believe to be true are coming crashing down. And that lately you've spent a lot of time wondering, how could I have been so wrong? Maybe even feeling like you failed in some areas. But there isn't any failure, because, like I said, everything is happening just like it's supposed to happen. And the universe uses everything. And what is happening, your soul wanted you to have those experiences. Remember the demos? Remember your soul in the computer room deciding what you should experience next? So don't judge it. But this is, like I said, I feel like this is waking up to the fact that everything that you have believed to be true, you might be questioning your beliefs. Realizing you're not where you want to be. You're not who you thought you were. You might be experiencing an identity crisis right now. I know I've experienced several of them. That was my ego fighting to try to stay in there. Your ego fights. You know, the closer you get to your soul, the more your ego fights you. Because it does not want, it worries about what's going to happen to me. That's the energy I'm getting with this, is that ego death. Experiencing an ego death, and your ego's fighting right now. The best thing to do is when you're going through this is don't resist it, and don't feed your ego at all. You've got to starve it out to where it's just very passive and in the corner. And you know, it might be uncomfortable for a few days, but you will live. It'll be all right. But yes, we have this tower that's came down, and like I said, I feel like that's that ego death. Something's happened, something's triggered you. A lot of times, we'll hear something, someone will say something to us that'll question our core beliefs, and it'll send us running. Because like I said, our ego gets triggered, and then this comes down, and we just start questioning everything that we believe to be true. Make a new list of things you believe to be true. Keep going. Go with the flow. Warrior goddess. How do you become this warrior goddess or warrior god? What does it say? We're all made of stars. Let's say something else up there. No. How do we become this warrior goddess? By facing each one of these demos. By making it through. This is how we become the warrior god or goddess. That's beautiful. We have this bride card. And I was kind of having a hard time really tying this in, because I don't believe it's an actual bride. Hold on, let me pull a clarifier real quick. I don't usually do that, but hold on. See, this is why I don't do my cards on the camera. I clarify the bride, the number 47 to 47 equals 11. Twin flame card. Yes. 4 and 7 is 11. This is a twin flame card. If you're wondering if you were on a twin flame journey, yes you are. I make a twin flame video every week. Be sure and check it out. I'm not going to get too much into it right now. Clarify that we have the broken heart. So I feel like your heart had to be broken in order for it to open, in order for you to be receptive to all of this. You know, before your heart was broken, you were not even watching tarot card readings. For the most part, I feel like a lot of you weren't. You came here looking for answers to try to figure out what's going on because you feel so connected to this person. That's what this has been about. But it's about you. It's about being more open, being more vulnerable, and really going deep and tapping into your whatever is blocking you from love right now. And that would be these fears that you keep attracting. That's what's blocking you. Message of concern. See, I'm kind of stuck with these cards right here. I do feel like you're going to be hearing from someone soon. And how do you do this? With that list of things you know to be true. Really check yourself. Are you blocking this message from coming to you? Are you blocking it because you feel like, oh, they don't want to talk to me. I'm not good enough. All they're going to do is reject me again. Change your mindset and start telling yourself, this person wants me. They want to communicate with me. They feel the same way about me that I feel about them. And then get out of your way. Let that be, like you just know, let that be what plays in the background. But in the meantime, go on about your day, go on about your life, and don't worry about it. That message came through. All right, we have this postcard oracle card, and it says, my hand out of the way. Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That's what I was saying, man. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as Spirit weaves your life's mysterious, beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Love you so, so much as always. Wow, that's beautiful. Well, if you would like to have, one of my paid readings where I said we can actually, communicate throughout the whole reading, or if you would like to make an energy donation to my channel, I will include in the description of the video that information. Thank you for watching. Libra.